Hey everyone, I wanted to go over this tutorial on how to set up Instagram. This tutorial assumes that you're interested in it, you've set up an account, but you have never posted any pictures or videos on there at all. So we're going to go through the basics. Now to keep in mind, you can access your Instagram account as well as others online, but to upload videos and pictures, you need the app on your phone. And you can use it on your tablet, but it really works better on your phone. So we're going to go ahead and click on the Instagram app and open it up. I'm going to show you what it looks like whenever you have everything on here. Now this is my personal profile. If I scroll up, I can see all of the videos and people that people have uploaded, as well as pictures, and these are people that I follow, as well as advertisements. They usually do stuff like that. As you can see, the video goes on. But in any case, this is what it's going to look like once you get up and running and once you get started uploading pictures and get things set up. Now, we're going to go from the standpoint that you have already uploaded or downloaded and installed the app and have set up your account. This tutorial really is going to be pretty easy. We're going to go over the basics. So whenever we look at the interface here, we have basically two different parts. The very top part, in which you see here, are what's called stories. Stories are things that you can upload. You can do live video stuff. You can upload things and see people's story. So if you tap on this dude, you can see the stuff that's going on with him. You can swipe to the left and see other stories that are going on, this type of thing. It's a neat little feature, sort of puts that up there. The thing that is different from this, as opposed to just uploading a picture or video to your timeline, is that the stories here will last 24 hours. So once you upload a photo or a video, it will be gone once 24 hours is up. So there is that. There is the stories that is going on. And then you have your timeline here. And this is where you mainly upload your video and your photos. So let's break this apart and let's say you want to upload a picture of yourself. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tap on the middle icon at the very bottom, rounded square with a plus in the middle of it. And it has the option of accessing three different parts. You can access your library, you can access and take a picture, and you can access or take a video. So if I wanted to, I could go ahead and upload a video which can only be 1 minute in length. Now, if you decide to upload a video, it will automatically put it in a square format like we've got here. If you tap on the corner arrow keys, it will take the aspect ratio back out to the original video aspect ratio that you have used in recording. Now, like I said, this accesses your library, so anything that's on your camera roll will show up here. I don't have very many pictures here, but I can choose to have a picture of some nice plant life that I recorded. I can do an illustration that I have done. I can upload that or upload my smiling face. I can do any one of these things. So let's say that I want to go ahead and upload this particular image. Once I do that, I can click on next. And then once you go to this, you have down at the very bottom, as you see me scrolling through, what are called filters. Filters are things that you can adjust to take a little bit different perspective on this. Now, you can tap and see what your original picture looks like by tapping on the picture and holding down on it. Not on the filter, but tapping on the picture itself. So you can go through all of these different filters, and you can even choose to add more filters on your particular timeline or things, a timeline, by tapping on the little check mark there, and then these options will show up. And then if you're satisfied with all the options that are there, you can tap done and they will show up at the very end. So let's find a filter to add to it. I kind of like that one. So we're going to go ahead and do that, but I wanted to show you something else. You can have filter which has basically presets, or you can go into the edit function and adjust your brightness, and once you tap on that you can go to either the left or the right and tap on the brightness. It will save all of the settings. You can still check and see how things look from the original photo. You can get into brightness, saturation, warmth, structure, color, all of these different things you can add to these things. Get into highlights. You can start to see how the filters are done. All the filters are presets that someone else has put on there. But you can edit each one of these and I don't know, just kind of work around with it to whatever your delight is. So I'm going to go ahead and click on done, and then we are going to go ahead and click on next. And after you are satisfied with your filters, you can add a caption, and I'm going to go ahead and put down a scene I illustrated. Okay, click on OK, and you can have the option of tagging people. You can tap the photo to tag, so if we were to do that, we would tap on it, and then depending upon your list of followers, you can tap in their particular username or anyone else, and once they do that, the photo will show up within their timeline, that type of thing. But I'm not going to tag people. Now you can add a location to where this photo was taken. Usually if you leave your geolocation services on, the background running service on your phone, you can do that. You can also choose whether to upload it to your Facebook page, your Twitter page, and of course you have to have these set up, and I'll show you how to do that after a while. But you can choose to upload it on any of these things. You can go through and turn off commenting on each one of the photos. Your followers will have a chance to add their comments, as well as people doing a search. Now what you can do within this is that you can add in your description what's called a hashtag, and if you don't know what that is, basically it's the pound symbol for all of us old people, or you can use the hashtag, and it gives you options for what you can do. You can, let's type in illustration, and as you can see, illustration is there, and it has 48,000 posts attributed to that particular hashtag. Now I'm going to show you what I mean by by adding this, what it's going to do. So I'm going to add OK, and we're going to go ahead and share. Now it uploads it and adds it to our particular home page. Okay, in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, you're going to see the little home that is lit up. This is where you see all of the things that you have uploaded, as well as advertised stuff, which there aren't that much advertised things, but you can also see your followers, people whom you followed, what they've uploaded. Now if I want to go ahead and take a look at the description, show you what the hashtag does, as you can see, the hashtag is a different color, so it's a link. So if we were to tap on that, whoops, not the profile, we were to tap on illustration, it's going to show you all of the pictures and videos that have that hashtag on there. And this is really cool. Like, let's say that you wanted to take pictures or videos and you're into flowers or horticulture or dogs or cats or things like that. You can hashtag it and it'll show up on this hashtag, and people can find you or follow you. For me, I'm into the critters and into other different areas, that type of thing. But in any case, most of mine is dealing with animations, music, and critters and things like that. And if you look at my profile, and this is the thing that people see, you can see I have 671 followers just by utilizing the right hashtags. Now, I'm not on here to gain followers, but whenever I do that, I want to share the stuff to the people who want to see it. So I add the right hashtag to it, and I've gotten followers based off of that. Since we're into the profile area, I'll show you, you have the option of being able to take a picture of yourself. You can open up the camera and that type of thing. Hello. I don't want to do that. I'm satisfied with the picture as it is. And what I did, folks, is whenever I was here, I am swiping to the left to get out of this. Okay. So you have a little descriptor that is here. Robert Weimer Shelter Stories. That's sort of my book story title or series, that type of thing, children's book stuff. And you can add a short description that is there, as well as a website if you have it. Now, if you wanted to edit your profile, you can tap on Edit, and you can change how things look here. You can your private information, which remains private, just keep that in mind. Gives you the option of being able to go into Instagram Business, but I think if you're just starting off on Instagram, you're really not going to be too interested in doing that. It allows you to do some extra stuff that, well, we'll go into another video. But in any case, you can go into edit your profile, but you can also, from your profile, you can get into your settings, changing the passwords, blocking users. You can link accounts, which links you to all of these different social media outlets and that type of thing. Just a lot of different settings that I'll let you look at on your own time. So let's go ahead and go back to our home, and let's go ahead and add a video to this. So, well, let's add a photo first, and the videos are going to kind of be the same thing. Now, this is what you see, and you have the option to tapping on the swirling little arrows in the lower left-hand corner of the picture, and it switches the photo around so that you can get your front and back cameras. And it also gives you the option of flash, automatic flash, or no flash, that type of thing. I'm going to leave it on automatic. And then all you do whenever you want to do a photo is just go ahead and tap on the circle at the bottom, and it goes through your process like you're uploading a photo from your library. And this should look pretty familiar. But we're going to go ahead and discard. I don't want to save it as a draft. If you choose to save it as a draft, it will be there whenever you go back and want to add a photo again, or whenever you reopen your app and go through the process of adding a photo. So we're going to go ahead and discard it. Now, the video portion is roughly the same type of thing. But the cool thing about this is that you can switch your camera around back and forth. So let's say that I wanted to get a picture of, let's see, this cup, okay? And you can add narration. Of course, it records audio. Now, you cannot zoom in or zoom out on this. This is the reason why, if you wanted to get creative with your videos, you need to utilize a third-party app on your phone, or just utilize the video portion on your camera so that you can zoom in and zoom out. But whenever you're in the Instagram app, you can't do this. So let's go ahead and do this. You have to hold down on this, and you can see the clock going down as to how many seconds you've got left, or how much seconds it's going on. And then you let off. And as you can see in the very bottom here, you see like a little progress bar. That shows you how much time you've got left. But what you can do is, if you wanted to take more, you can flip it around. Oh, look at this pretty little cup. And then let off. You got to hold down on the button so that the video is being recorded. Hold down for as long as you want to record, and then whenever you're done, let off of it. And then you can flip the camera around and hold down on the button to record. But I really like this mouse. Mice are my favorite critters. Okay? And then if you're satisfied with what you got, you click on Next, and you're able to preview things. Let's do that.
And you can see the clock going down as to how many seconds you've got left or how much seconds it's going on. Oh, look at this pretty little cup. But I really like this mouse. Mice are my favorite critters.
Okay.
You have to hold down.
So you can tap on it, and you got to have your volume turned up. I did not have the volume turned up on my phone. You tap on it to play it.
You have to hold down on this, and you can see the.
Now once you do that,
you have to hold down on.
Okay, so it goes back to the very beginning of the video. Now, what you will want to do, if you want to, you can add a filter to it.
You have to hold down on this, and you can see the clock going down as to how many seconds you've got left or how much seconds it's going on.
Okay, but the other thing that you can do with this is for your videos, you can add what's called a cover. And what it allows you to do is find a portion in the video that you want to show up on your timeline so people can look at it. Let's say that I wanted the picture of the mouse to show up there. Now it's still the full video that I have taken with audio and all the little quick cut transitions, you know, on myself and on the cup and on the mouse, but I have chosen to have this particular image show up on my timeline. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like. Let's go ahead and put this down, and I'm going to tell my fans this is just a tutorial. This is just a tutorial, comma, please pay this no mind, period. Okay, so once I click on OK, what's going to happen is I'm going to share it, and it's going to go through the process of uploading, and depending upon your connection speed as well as the amount of video that you've taken, this may take a little bit of time. Okay, as you can see, it's there. You saw the cover. Now within Instagram, if audio is there, you have to tap on the picture to be able to get the audio. As you can hear, there's nothing going on, but once I tap on it.
Mice are my favorite critters. You have to hold down on this.
Now if I tap on it again, it mutes the audio. So you have that option that is there. I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and I'll go ahead and show you this option. If you are unsatisfied with a picture or a video that you've got up, or you just want to get rid of it, go ahead and tap on the three dots in the upper right hand corner of this particular pic or this video, and it gives you the option of being able to archive it, turn off commenting. You can go back and edit it, you can share it, or you can delete it, or you can just cancel out of it. Let's go ahead and delete it. Okay, so it's deleting that, but let's check out some of the other editing features that are here. So we can archive it. We'll go ahead and do that. Yep. And it will show back up on your profile in the archives portion of it. See your archive posts here. Okay. And these are things that we can only see. Just something is a little bit of a record here. But let's go back and let's take a look at one of my pictures here. And let's say that this is a picture of the little chicks that I went ahead and did. And I can have the option of turning off commenting, which means my followers won't be able to interact. Let's go ahead and click on the edit. And you can edit the title. And that is pretty much it on this one. Or I should say, yeah, chicken condo, 1 second. Let's do that again. Yeah, you can edit the description, I should say. That's pretty much all that you can edit on there. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that. Let's go ahead and click on, you can click on the share portion of it. You can share it to your Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr, or anything like that that you want. You can also email it to someone if you so desire, or you can go ahead and grab a link. You can copy the link and it'll be on your clipboard, and then you can go to your social media place of choice or email and just paste the link to that. Now, whenever someone gets that link, if they are on a computer, it will take them to the web-based version of Instagram. If they are on their phone, Depending upon how things are set up, it can open up the phone's browser or it could open up the app that is there. So that's basically the basics of being able to take just a simple picture. Ooh, infinity. Hey, let's take that one. Let's take that photo right there, and I kind of like that. There we go. And let's add, well, I'm going to go ahead and go through the edit and change the brightness. There we go. And I'm done. And I want to click next and to infinity and beyond, exclamation point. I'm a fan of Toy Story, so let's go ahead and share that. Okay. Now I wanted to show you on each one of these pictures, we have the option to on our own, but we also others can have the option to as well to basically love our picture, do all that, and we also have the option of being able to comment. Beautiful, period. And it will show up. And of course we can also reply to each username if we want, and it will show up on their feed that someone has replied to that particular comment. You also have the option of being able to message these to someone, and these will show up. The ones that will show up here are people that I am following, and you can choose to private message these. And then also off to the far right, you can find one and you can set them up as sort of a bookmark, and it's saved to my collection. Now to access the collection, you click on the lower right hand corner with a little circle down here. This is your profile, and you click on all of the archived stuff that you've got set up, and of course it shows up there. And you can add to particular collections. And collections are basically their categories of things. Like if you want to create a collection of food, a collection of dogs, a collection of animations, you can do that. And whenever you're here in collections, you can click on that and you can name your collection and then start saving those pictures under each one of those collections. Let's say that I wanted to find, let's try and find one. Well, this will be a good thing to show you as far as search, but I think I found one that I like. Let's say that we want to save this in a particular collection that we've saved up. We're going to tap and hold on the little bookmark icon, and it brings up your choices of the collections that you've saved. I'm going to go ahead and put it and save it in Awesome Food, and it will be there. It's just a way of organizing your collections and keeping things where they are. Now I wanted to go over the search function. Tap on the little magnifying glass in the bottom here, and you have an option to be able to search for like dogs, be able to search particular hashtags, be able to search essentially anything. Let's say I wanted to go ahead and do a search for pugs. Okay, tap on search. You have the top search results for pugs. It'll give you user accounts or anything that's has pugs in the description, hashtags, all of these different things. Or you can go through and look for people. These are basically user accounts that have pugs in the title. You can click on tags and it gives you the different hashtags that have pugs in them. If you wanted to look at pugs of Instagram, it will show you all of the pugs that are there that have that hashtag. Pretty darn cool. Essentially, that is the search function within Instagram. And of course, you have the loves function. Now this thing shows up, and I've got a notification down here that someone, or actually it looks like Facebook friend Jeffrey Farrell is on Instagram. Okay, great. And what this shows you is all the people who have either commented on you, who have tagged, or who have loved a particular photograph that you have. It's just basically like a notification center. So if I were to go on my profile on Instagram, I can see on here at the very bottom, and this is Lewis the cat, one of my little kitties. If we see here, 28 likes. Okay, so I got notifications via this icon here that someone at one time liked Lewis's photo about 28 times. This is where all of your notifications show up. And then of course this is like following. You can go through and find out what your followers are doing, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. But in any case, this is just a very brief tutorial on Instagram. If you have a Facebook account, you can log in via your Facebook if you're just setting up your Instagram account for the first time. Facebook bought this out some time ago, but it's just a nice, simple, but very popular social media form that allows you to share pictures and share videos from the Instagram app and from the library of your camera roll. And it's just a really nice visual social media thing. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, I would hope so, because I have basically gotten 1,697 posts via Instagram. But in any case, I just wanted to show you just the bare bones basic of Instagram and show you what is there and what you can do with it. I haven't really tapped into a lot of the stuff. Oh, 1 second. Let's get into the second part of this. I've showed you how to do your photos and videos. Now let's go into the stories. Okay, stories are your live things that people have put up there, and if a lot of people, it's like hard to differentiate. Stories stay up for 24 hours. Okay, they don't show up on the feed here. It's just another little feed that you can go through and check out and see what's going on. You have the option of being able to write a message, or you can take a picture, kind of throw up a picture of that. Yep, and you can do that and click on send, and then it goes right to the individual, that type of stuff. But let's show you how to do stories. Off to the very left hand corner, you'll see your profile pic and a little plus sign. You can add, and you can go through this type of stuff from here. Or if you wanted to, and it's the same thing, you can tap on the little camera icon in the upper left hand corner and you'll get the same stuff. Now, normal is like taking a picture. Okay, now I can go ahead and go through the next portion, or I can save it. If you notice in the lower left hand corner, you can save it to your camera roll and it automatically does that. Or you can add it to your story, which will show up now as my story. If one of my followers taps on it, it's like right there. You can add more to your story, to which I'm not gonna at this portion. Well, I'm gonna be adding actually. Now, at the very bottom, you see live, normal, boomerang, and I'm scrolling through these by tapping on them lightly and doing swipes. Okay, now live videos you can do and it'll show up on the person's storyline, but once I stop the live stuff, it'll stop. It won't show up on the story, not even the storyline. So this is a feature like if someone's live, you want to catch them because you're not going to be able to see it. So if I tap on that, checking connection, it goes through that, and then it gives me the thing. You are now live. Hi everybody. Testing out the live stuff that's here. I'm doing this as a tutorial, so pay it no mind. But in any case, for all those watching on YouTube, the end is right up in the upper right hand corner if you want to end your live video session type of thing. This is a pretty little thing, pretty cool little thing that's there. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. End live video. And live video has ended. You have the option of being able to save it to your camera roll You can do that like for archive stuff if you have another video channel that's there. Share your video for the next 24 hours or so people can watch it. Okay, let's go ahead and share it, and it'll show up on my story. All right. Now let's go into the other features. You got live. This is normal. This is like your, and you can also, you can take pictures by doing just a single tap, or you can hold down on it like you did before. And see, I'm holding down on it. It's going to give a video. Once I let go of it, it'll stop. So it'll stop, and it will also give me the option of going through and adding things to it or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this. I want to show you some of the other stuff. Boomerang is, you tap on it, and what it does is it video records a start and a finish point and just cycles back through. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and do a boomerang, but I want it to look like my head is bobbing forward and backward. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm going to hold down, and I'm just going to put my head forward and just keep holding down. Okay, so it cycles through, and the only thing that I did was just hold down and just move my head forward. Yeah, it's great. Let's save it for later. I am not going to add that to my story. You can do rewind, which basically takes a video and rewinds it. So let's do, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and move my finger up, and let's try it now. You got to hold down on it like you did the boomerang and the video, and then let go, and see, it rewinds it. It's a cool effect. It's a cool effect. And then you've got hands-free. Hands-free is great for taking video. You can let go of it. You don't have to hold down. So I'm tapping on it right now, not holding down on it, and it's still taking video. Doing that for the story. I can stop it, and let's go ahead and back up. Let's say I wanted to do some switcheroo here. So I'm going to do hands-free. I'm going to switch it around, and I can still do that and switch it back around just like that. And I'm tapping on the little swipe buttons that are there. And let's go ahead and get out of this. I'm going to show you some other stuff here, and let's do some video stuff, but we're going to add some stickers and some VR little doodads that are on there. So I'm going to hold down on it, and hi everybody, I am really sleepy. Yeah, you'll see what I mean in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and up in the upper, let's see, up in the top, we're going to tap on the little smiley face, and we're going to add a little bit of degrees here. And what I did is I just tapped that, and I moved it around. And let's go ahead and add something else here. Let's add some text. Wow. Done. And I'm just holding down on it and moving it where I want. And we're going to draw. That's something on here. Yep. And let's change color. Let's change it to purple. Yep. And we're going to click on OK. And all of these things up at the very top are just, you tap on them and you kind of play around with them. Yeah, let's just, there we go. Yeah, that looks beautiful. And we're going to go ahead, and you can also mute the audio that was recorded with the video
on it. And hi everybody,
we're going to go ahead and discard.
I am really
Yep. We're going to go ahead and discard. Now, the cool thing about this is that before you do any of this stuff, you can go ahead and tap on the little smiley face, and it puts, like, if any of you are familiar with Snapchat, you can add like scenes that are there. There we go. And you can just play around with these. Yep. Ooh, Yeah, it's just fun little doodad stuff that you could do. And all I'm doing is tapping on the little smiley face. Tapping on the little smiley face down there at the right hand side of my head. Oh, yeah, that, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay. But in any case, once you tap on it and you find the ones that you do like, you can take a picture and it will show up, and you do the same thing with stories on that. You can also hold down on it. Hey folks, how you doing? This is a mask. Awesome. Yep. And there it is. And I can add that to the timeline if I want. I'm going to go ahead and do this and add to it. And we're going to go ahead, and once we decide that we want to add something to it, we can go ahead and tap on my story and click on send, and there will be another story. Now you can check out your stories and see what all I've done. Oops. Your video will be available soon. Let's go back to story. And these are all the things that I've added. It gives people a little bit of time to be able to see. But that's pretty much it. So really, Instagram is something that you can probably muddle through very quickly and see what is there. It's a neat little app to share photos and videos. I hope that this has been helpful. Have a good day.